Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thanks so much for stopping by today for another edition of Scrap the Challenge with Kelly Barron and I. And this week we are challenging each other to use a recipe and try to create a layout with that list of recipe ingredients. So hopefully you can join us in this challenge and hopefully have some fun right along with us as we create our layouts this week using this recipe challenge. So one of the ingredients is mixed media, and so you just saw me there spraying some Heidi Swap Color Shine on some white cardstock using a stencil. And I'm just going to flip that stencil over and press the rest of that color shine down onto another area there. So coming up right away here is the ingredients list that Kelly and I came up with, and it's mixed media, 2 photos, 3 embelli clusters, 4 pattern papers, and 5 types of embellis, including washi tape. So I am going to try really hard to stick to that recipe as I work on this layout today. And so you can just see that color shine there, and here are the 2 photos that I'm going to use that I printed in black and white. And I really love this Urban Luxe paper that was in the March hip kit, I think it was. And this is from Basic Gray, and I love this pink side of the paper. So I'm going to use that as the base for the initial photo mat for these 2 photographs. And I'm just going to use that as part of the inspiration for the color for the layout. So what I did was I started off with that blue or that teal color shine. Then I tried to think of some other colors that would look really pretty with that. And obviously, I mean, pink is a great combination with that. And so I just went into my hip kit and found some a color of pink that I thought would look nice, and this paper was in there, and it's just, I find that I found it was really perfect for this. So I just kind of ripped that in a jagged way along the bottom edge just to create a little more texture with that photo layer, with that mat. And then I'm just going to kind of try to decide where I want to put that, where I have that spray, and what other paper I can use, because I do need 4 different pattern papers. So I went back into that same kit. This is again the March kit, and this is an exclusive paper that was designed by Kim Watson that's in the kit. And I'm going to just once again tear that, and I'm going to use that as another layer underneath the photograph here. So this is just, oh, it's so pretty. I think it's called Dreams, or, oh, there it is, Just Dreams, or Just Dream. It's so pretty. I love it. I love that color of blue, and it goes really nicely with that color shine. So this is one of the 4 pattern papers that I'm going to be using, including the pink, and so then of course this one, and then I'm going to have to use 2 more pattern papers. The other one that I come up with in my stash is this yellow. I think that's from October Afternoon, and I just really love that combination of the yellow and the blue and the pink. And so I decided that I'm going to work some more of that yellow into the background using some more mixed media. So I just took some more color shine. I think this is butter, and I'm just going to use the packaging technique to get that down and get some yellow going on in the layout as well in other places. So Kelly and I are just having such a blast with this Scrap the Challenge series, and we sure hope that you are inspired and that you join us and try to create some of your own layouts using our challenges. If you do, please let us know. Leave a comment and let us know that that you're playing along, and perhaps even leave us a link of or to the projects that you've worked on and that you've done as well, because we'd love to see what you've done. So now I'm just adding some pink and some pink color shine sprinkles here, some splatters, and it's going to leave a few larger ones here just to saturate the paper a little bit more. I didn't put any gesso on the background here, so it's just all going to sink right into that paper. So my 4th pattern paper is that polka dot tissue paper, and I'm just sticking that I stapled it to the photo layer, and now I'm going to stick that all down, and then I will adhere that pink on top of this. So that's going to go down, and you can see the yellow and then the pink splatters around it, so that all of those colors are on the background, and then they will work in with the pattern paper that I've used here as well. So we are just going to continue along here as I am going to work on starting to embellish. So I'm going to just pop this photo layer up on some foam tape just to bring it up off the layout a little bit. And now I'm going to start to work on my different embellishment clusters. So the one cluster is going to be where I'm putting that tag there. And I'm going to be using quite a few of the die cuts from the Pink Fresh Studio Felicity collection. And I'm going to use that tag as the base for a cluster that's going to be just to the left of it and then just below it. And you're just going to see me adding a variety of different embellishments here to create those clusters. So I'm just going to glue that down with my liquid glue. And then I'm going to take, like I said, a bunch of pieces from that same Felicity collection. I'm going to leave a link to Kelly's channel in the description below the video, so you can go ahead and follow that link to find Kelly's video of her layout for this challenge. And I love that little bird. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's the perfect color for the layout. It's yellow and pink. And that's part of the Pink Fresh Studio Felicity die cuts. And then I'm just going to take a poolside wood button from the crepe paper poolside collection there. And I'm going to put that by that little bird. So I'm just kind of trying to cover up that area where that tag sort of connected with the blue paper there. There's a little phrase die cut there that says "enjoy the little things," and I just thought that looked really nice in that spot just below that bird. And just to add a little more detail there, and now I'm starting to think about the washi, because one of my embellishments had to be washi tape. So I'm just going to grab this piece of washi off this washi sheet, and it's a perfect color, and I love the stripes. It just adds a little more texture to the layout, and I'm going to put that down there. And I am going to grab some more other little bits and pieces here from those die cuts. I think I thought at one time I was going to put these little heart die cuts on there, but I ended up changing my mind, and I think I put some wood veneer die cuts from that collection as well. And I've added a couple of little puffy stickers here as embellishments as well. Those are from Dear Lizzie Serendipity, and the color of pink is perfect for the layout. So I just thought I would add that to that left embellishment cluster. And now I'm starting to create the third embellishment cluster up to the upper right corner of that photo mat. I'm going to stick down those two little wood veneer hearts. One is pink and one is yellow. And I've also put a Heidi Swap flare button below the photographs in that one embellishment cluster that I'm going to create there. That little flare says "totally awesome, fun, fabulous day." And it was more or less the right colors. It wasn't exactly the right tone of blue or pink, but it works. So I stuck that down. And I'm just taking a look at those Amy Tangerine Better Together thickers. I think the thicker set's called You and Me or something like that. And I really love the word sweet. I thought that it worked well, and I love the black on here. I think it just really pops off the layout, so I decided to go with that. And I do have the black and white polka dot tissue paper there as well behind the photos, so just adding a little bit more black in here as well. And I'm going to add a few little enamel dots onto the layout as well as another kind of embellishment. And I think I end up in the end, I put a pink, a blue, and a yellow in that cluster there. Although I think I changed my mind a couple times, but that's what it ends up being. And I can't remember what these enamel dots are, but anyways, don't we all just have a million different types of enamel dots in our stash. I know I have plenty of them and I should use them up. They are really nice to use in Project Life as well, and I tend to use them quite a bit in my Project Life albums. Okay, so I added a little bit of thread, a little bit of yellow thread to that cluster up there on the right, and now I'm putting another one of those wood buttons, and that one happens to be yellow. And I think the other one that was down by that bird is yellow and pink. So I've got 2 wood buttons on here now, and this is funny, that little enamel dot just decided to fly over by the bird, which I was really impressed with. Anyways, I don't end up using those black enamel dots. I feel like they're just a little bit too dark, so I end up taking them off after anyways, but I'm just kind of trying to decide where I want them and what color I want and how many different enamel dots I want and what clusters and so on. So I'm just experimenting with those a little bit, and trying to think of what I do next here. I think I'm actually almost done. So I'm going to actually add another little cluster up at the top with some washi tape and another one of those wood buttons. And I think I use a Felicity Jane stamp up there as well that says in real life, but you'll see that when I show you here at the end. So I really loved this recipe challenge. It was a lot of fun. It forced me to get into my stash a little bit and use some things up. And you can see that I have definitely used 5 different types of embellishments. I've used 4 different types of paper. I've used some mixed media. I used 2 photographs. I think that was everything. I think I mentioned it all. So thanks so much for joining us today. This was a lot of fun. And you can see that I backed my layout on some black and white paper that's actually from Amy Tangerine Stitched. So I think I had even more than the number of pattern papers I was meant to have. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and we'll see you another time on Scrap the Challenge. Bye-bye.